Hi, everyone. Happy week 7 of distance learning. We're getting very close to the end here, so I know you're probably just as excited as I am to be done with having to teach yourselves for the semester and start to enjoy some of that time off. So, this week, we're reviewing a little bit of the stuff that we've been looking at the last few weeks, things like reactions and balancing equations. And then you'll also be looking at a video that'll help us look at some of the products that we could potentially get from those reactions that we had looked at. Okay. Always want to be in classroom, whichever classroom is your classroom, under class work and distance learning 2020. This week is the week of 511 to 515. So you guys will notice in here it says that we have 3 things to turn in this week: a reactions review game link, the Power of Elements video Google Doc, and a weekly reflections Google form. Always start with that assignment log, take a look at what is in here. This week, there are 3 assignments that need to be turned in. The first is the chemical equations balancing review game. So that is where you create a Quizlet or a Kahoot. That, remember, is turned in as a private comment in the classroom. Excuse me, a private comment in the classroom. So it'll be up to you to get that copied and pasted into the Google Classroom assignment to be turned in that way. Then you also have a Power of Elements video with some video notes that you're going to be answering, and then your weekly reflection as always. That's the order that I'd like you to do them in. So remember, you want to start with whatever was first in that list. And for us, that is the review game creation. So you are going to be making a review game in either Kahoot or Quizlet that is going to be able to be played by you or anyone else to review reactions, chemical reactions in general. So if you see down here the types, examples, signs of reactions, or balancing equations. So that's a notes that you guys took last week or the week before. I can't remember now, talking about reactants versus products, the law of conservation of mass, and then what the actual steps for balancing those equations are. Okay, so any of those topics are fair game. The vocabulary that goes with this unit are the chemical reactions Quizlet, which I have written here for you so you don't get lost trying to figure out which one you're supposed to use, because you can use vocabulary as part of the assignment. So remember, it is going to require you to use either Kahoot or Quizlet or some other similar review game. The only real thing that you need to pay attention to is it needs to be able to be played by anyone, which means it can't be private. It has to be able to be shared in public for me to look at and grade. Okay. No more than half of the questions can be vocabulary words. You need to post your Kahoot or Quizlet link as a private comment in the assignment. That is how I'll be grading them. And the topics from the list below are going to be what you want to use to make your questions. I cannot stress enough, if you do not post that link in Classroom under the private comments for the assignment, I will not be able to grade it and you will not get those points. So please make sure that you post that link in the assignment when you finished your review game. Okay. Then you'll come over and work on the Power of the Elements episode 3 video notes. So the questions are in order as they appear in the video, which means they're chronological. 1 should happen first, 16 will happen last. Okay. Your answers should be in a color other than black. So you notice my example is purple. That's fine. Just make sure it's a color that's easy to read, but it cannot be black so I can distinguish your answers easily as I'm grading this. Okay. When you're ready to watch the video, it is an hour long or 59 minutes long. Okay. So you do want to block out some time to watch this. You're going to click on this link here where it says link to the video, and you can open the link there to watch. Okay. The link is also posted in the materials needed for this week. So if for some reason you're missing it there, the link is also posted here. So you have total access to it. And it's a YouTube video, so you can watch it on your phone. You can watch it wherever you'd like. This is one of those instances where I would suggest you minimize your screen and you split screen your Chromebook so that you can answer questions while you watch it, but it's fully up to you. Okay. The last thing that you will do for this week is your weekly reflection. This one's 511 to 515. So just make sure you're working on the correct week of weekly reflections. I've had some issues with people opening up the wrong one somehow. So just make sure that you open it from the assignment so that you have the right week, because I grade based on that week. Okay. So I hope you guys are all doing really well. If you have any questions, please feel free to get a hold of me. I know some of you have AP testing this week, so make sure that you are managing your time well. If you know that you've got some homework to take care of, do not leave it till the very last minute. I know those AP tests are important, but you also want to make sure that you are fully accountable and responsible for all of your time this week. Okay. So I hope everyone is doing well. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk at you to you folks really soon.